We all know that Sumantra is the greatest well-wisher and servant. He had many roles with Rama, with the Ikshaka dynasty. He was a Sarathi, he was Puranavit, he was a Mantri. So he had many other roles. So he is very loyal. He was very loyal to the Ikshaka dynasty, and he is, though he is not born in the family, the same family he was not born. He was from different family, but he was very close to each and every one of the family. He loved Rama. He like a son. Like even he felt like a son relationship. And he had the Vatsalyam. We can see it was very difficult for Sumantra to carry out that act, that operation. Like what is that? To bring Rama to Vanavasa. Janaki Kanta Smaranam. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki. 2 நாளா ரொம்ப ஒரு வைப்ரண்டான ஒரு ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸ், அதாவது 2 நாளாவே நம்ம பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். எல்லாருமே இதில் சார்ஜ்டு. எனக்கே ஆக்சுவலாக வந்து உங்களுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து அதை நான் என்னோட இதை நான் ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணுமேங்கிற ஒரு ஒரு பயம் ஏற்படுறது என் மனசில். ஏன்னா எல்லாருமே ராமாயணம் தெரிஞ்சவா, ராமாயணத்தில் ஊறினவா. அதனால் இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி, இதை வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்ததுக்கு நான் எல்லாருக்கும் நான் ஸ்ரத்தா நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணுறேன். ஸோ நம்ம லைஃப்பில் வந்து ஐடியல் அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியமாக இருக்குது. ஐடியல்ங்கிறது இல்லாமல் வாழ முடியுமா அப்படிங்கிறது, ஏன்னா ஏதோ ஒன்று நமக்கு ஒரு அவலம்பனம், ஒரு ஆலம்பனம் தேவைப்படுறது. இப்போ ஆனால் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸில் இருக்குது. ஸ்போர்ட்ஸில் யாராவது ஒரு கிரிக்கெட்டர். See, actually people are having ideals in the sports. In the sports or in the education. Somebody is going through any college, or they are having some ideals. So they have done this degree, they have done this thing. Some people have a political people's as an ideal. Some people have a businessman, like whoever the achievers, as ideals. But nobody ever thought about having an ideal to how to live. So that is actually what is the gunas we should have. For that guna perspective, nobody is seeking for an ideal person. So actually this perspective might have been, I cannot say that it was not at all before, but it was reintroduced by Anna to all of us. So we are all having Rama as our ideal. Ramayana characters, various characters. Even Rama is the influencing figure for all other who were in the Ramayana. Rama is the center. So he was Mulam Hesha Manushyana. He was the center person who was influencing everybody in the Ramayana. Not only during the Ramayana, but all over down the history of our nation, all over the world. He influences mere due to his virtues and the qualities. So it is very important, because people usually, why do they don't prefer a person to have an ideal as to person to have a person ideal person to have a qualities. Why? Because they everybody think whatever I am doing is I am right. I am the right. Nobody can question. That is the ruda, means that is the hard belief everybody is having, and they don't question themselves whether I am right or wrong. So first we are all thankful to Sri Anna, Sri Ranganji, for giving us this enlightenment. So we should check ourselves, what we are doing, what we are speaking, or how to follow Ramayana. It is not like the every day we're seeing that one by one slokas and we're trying to implement. It is not like that. So when we are when Ramayana is within us, so the thought process gets changed. Thought process, we see we appreciate, right? We appreciate the characters in the Ramayana. That appreciation makes us to some changes. That change is we don't know what is happening inside, but the change happens and it reflects in our life. So even Rama and Sitama both were having the ideals in their life. Rama says, Gato Margo Anugamyate. It is not the new thing what I am doing here. It was the done. It was the thing which happened in. It was performed and which was practiced in earlier, and that is being carried forward. And the Sitama also says, like she is following the Sachi Devi, she is following Lopamudra, she is following Satyavan Savitri. So everyone has the ideal. This is the way to live. Have a ideal. See them. Have a constant thought over the ideal. That thought will makes us some improvement in ourselves. That is what we are doing. And we know that Rama was the ideal by the sloka in Ramayana. The people of subjects of Ayodhya himself themselves are saying, Mulam Hesha Manushyanam Dharmasaro Mahaditihi Pushpam Palamcha Patramcha Shakascha Itare Janaha. Rama is the base, Rama is the seed of all the people, and Patram, Pushpam, Palam, all other branches, fruits, leaves are all others. So everyone are saying like this. Mean subjects are saying like this. Rama is the base of all of us, like that. And this is also we can see in another verse in how it is like that. Actually, when when we saw just now the Rama Bharata conversation, when Bharata was trying to pull out Rama to Ayodhya back, he is very firm, stiram. So actually, something is behind is happening while this all these conversations are going on. Tadadbudam stairyam avekshya harshitaha samam jano harsham avapa dukitaha nayati ayodhyamiti dukito bhavate stira pratigyatvam avekshya harshitaha. So that adbudam stairyam avekshya, adbudam stairyam, that how much of conviction Rama has towards his Satya. That adbudam stairyam avekshya harshitaha. People are very happy. They were very much happy, pleased. Avekshya ragave samam jano dukhamavapa harshitaha. They had dukkha as well as harsha. What is the cause for dukkha here? Nayati ayodhyamiti. Rama is not returning back to Ayodhya. They could not see Rama. They miss Rama. They long for Rama. That is the cause for misery. Sthira pratigyatmam avekshya harshitaha. Seeing the firm determination and conviction of Rama in towards Dharma, they are happy. Why? Because that is what the subjects expect from Rama. They want Rama to be that. Even though they consciously want Rama to return back, but unconsciously they want Rama to be there in to keep the promise to Satya. So that is what Rama is, the impeller of Dharma. According to the peoples, it is explained in these two verses. Now we are going to see how Sumantra, what is the service Sumantra rendered to Rama. We all know that Sumantra is the greatest well-wisher and servant. He had many roles with Rama, with the Ikshaka dynasty. He was a Sarathi, he was Puranavit, he was a Mantri. So he had many other roles. So he is very loyal. He was very loyal to the Ikshaka dynasty, and though he is not born in the family, the same family he was not born. He was from different family, but he was very close to each and every one of the family. Either it is Dasharatha or Kausalya Mata, Sitama or Rama, with Bharata, with Shatrugna, each and every one, he had a personal connect to each other. Why? Because he kept himself at where he should be. He never ever took granted what has been provided, means what the status has been provided by the Ikshok dynasty. Ikshok dynasty gave a status to him as Rama, Sumantra, a specific status to Sumantra. Ikshok dynasty gave that he know what is his position and where he should stand, and that is the reason Ikshvakuna Toya Tulya Suhridam Nopalakshaye. There was no other Sukrit than you in the Ikshvak dynasty. This was told by Rama himself. Now, actually, Sumantra is serving in which way? Like, he was not a Sakya, right? He was not a Saka or any other Baba, but primarily he was a Dasya. So Sumantra was serving Rama in a Dasya Baba. So normally Dasya Baba at one place, Gunehi Dasya Mupagataha. Lakshmana says, due to the virtues of Rama, Dasyam Upagataha, I came under Dasya. Means I myself came under to Dasya Bhava. And we can see another contrary to this. Dasavacha Avamanitaha. What is this difference? Why the same Dasya Bhava, which is considered one place as a pride, is considered another place as Apamana? Just because it is because of the person to whom just before actually okay when this is a Sumantra feels, it is Sumantra or Lakshmana told that one, he feels that it is a pride to serve Rama based on his guna, his charitra. But Vibhishna, on the contrary, cursing himself that I was happened to be the servant of Dasya of this Ravana. So based on it is not like there may be a thought like there is no such profession oriented discrimination was there in the period of Ramayana, and all the professions were treated equal. So that might be, but here exactly it does not mean, so, Vibhishana does not mean the profession. He does not mean he mean I did the Dasya to this cruel, this that idiot guy like Ravana. That was because of that person. The what he did, the action becomes a fault. Like the Dasyatvam became a wrong just because he was a Dasya Baba of Ravana. After that, so Sumantra is bestowed with a responsibility, a very high responsibility, which is very difficult actually. Why? Because he was very fond of Rama. He loved Rama. He like a son. Like even he felt like a son relationship. And he had the Vatsalyam. We can see Rama saying, Janami Paramam Bhakting Maite Bhartruvatsala. Like Rama feels that he's showing that Vatsalya Bhavam to himself. So like that. So it is not it was very difficult for Sumantra to carry out that act, that operation. Like what is that? To bring Rama to Vanavasa. So he felt very difficult for that. But he looking at the situation, and it is so looking at the Rama's stadium on dharma, that has to be done. So he put forth every other emotions, and he stood for what he has to do. So Sumantra approaches Rama. Rama, please climb to the chariot. We have to move forward. It is the time now to move towards forest. Driving the chariot was not so easy. Why? Because it is not only the Sumantra having this kind of emotion. The entire Ayodhya, the entire people, the entire Sabha, Raja Sabha, nobody is left out having without that emotion. So everybody is coming on the way, trying to stop, trying to pull out, and has a hindrance to that. So he has to manage. He has to carry out that activity. Means that thing. It is we have. He has to take Rama to forest. It is duty for that. So even people are falling towards the chariot. Parshvataha prishtataschaiva Parshvataha prishtataschaiva lambamana statunmukaha बाष्पपूर्णमुखाः सर्वे तमूचुः वृषनिस्वनाः. Even from all the sides, people are obstructing the path. Samyacha vajinam rashmin sutaya hi shanai shanai mukam drakshyam ramasya durdarshanno bhavishyati. See, please drive the chariot little slow. We don't. We will miss Rama. We cannot see the Rama for after another 14 years. Only we can see the Rama. Until we will be without divide of Rama. So try to slow down. Samyacha vajinam rashmi sutayagi shani shani mukam drakshyam. We just want to have a glimpse. Just want to see Rama. That's what the emotions of a people. And he cannot be when a bhakta, when a subject who is fond of Rama asking that, how can he ignore that? He cannot ignore that, but he has the duty to do it in a certain time frame. He cannot keep along dragging the scene and making even Rama discomfort, because Rama does not like that. If you want to move, just move it. That's it. So he was managing the situation. He tried to understand the emotions of the subjects who are falling in front of the chariot, but he somehow manages to drive and until to reach to the uh, Tamasa river. So everybody was, Ayodhya, entire Ayodhya started to following the chariot on the way, and wherever the grama, the peoples were there, they were trying to reach to Rama. So it is people flood of people. All were the heads, people heads were there. So it is the chariot was struggling to move towards the Tamasa. So somehow it has reached the Tamasa. So that is how after that, even the horses, Rama shows the compassion towards the horses. That is also well received by Sumantra. Sumantra understood what is Rama feel to Rama's feel, and he also has the compassion towards Sumantra. Also has the compassion towards horses. So it is also a long journey, a tireful journey for these horses. So let them free and have some grains to eat, have some water to drink. Like that it was. And after that, seeing the people are also have not left Rama. They are still around Rama. They forget everything. They left everything. They just wanted to follow Rama blindly. They don't know what is going to be tomorrow, where we are going to be tomorrow. We just go with Rama. That is what how the people were there. So in that state, it was in the midnight. No, before that, the Sandhyopasana was there. Samantra performs the Sandhyopasana. He never gives up Sandhyopasana following the footstep of Rama. So Rama inspires everybody in their Nitya Karmanushtana. So Sumantra also, following the footsteps, has performed that. And after that, he arranged bed for uh, Rama and Sita. And Sumantra and Lakshmana were standing in the night guarding Rama, discussing, speaking about a lot of qualities of virtues of Rama, whatever happened in the Ayodhya, how the people's situation, everything they were talking each other. They were talking each other, and suddenly in the midnight, see, actually the people were so much of tired. They are also not having any proper food, so they are all felt asleep, out of control. So in the midnight, Sumatra and Lakshmana were talking like this. Rama suddenly wake up. So Sumatra is well prepared for any order from Rama at any point of time. He does not say that, oh, give me some time like that, I'll try to. That's not like that. He is ready. Sajjam, sarvam sajjam. So he was ready for that. When Rama says that, let us move away in a different route, we shall make them believe, that people to believe that we all have returned back to Ayodhya. So that people will think that okay, Rama has returned back to Ayodhya, we can also leave back to Ayodhya. That kind of scene Rama wanted to create. Why? Because he does not want people to suffer, like for this cause. For this cause, why should people should suffer? Why that? So Rama wanted to create a scene. Sumatra followed that. So the Ratham was returned towards Ayodhya for some distance. After that, taking a different route, and it is proceeding towards Ganga, river Ganga. Rama Sumantra arranges plans and takes away to Ganga. There, Rama had a good friend, a very nice friend, his Guha. There he also met with him, and Sumantra and all are met together. So somehow Sumantra and it is in the Ganga. It is arranged everything, and Guha arranges the boat for crossing the river Ganges. So now Sumantra feels one thing. Okay, so he himself feels it is time. Some time has come. So I think there is nothing left over for me. That kind of feeling he felt means. See, this is quite common. I think we all have realized. Means we have had the same feeling. Like, if there are any purpose is there, we will stand. If there is no purpose, there is no reason to stand. Means and that is what it's like quite common, right? With that feeling. So Sumantra also had. It seems that now it is almost near the forest. What will be the Rama's thought? Whether Rama wants to keep me with him, or whether I should return back to Ayodhya. What is in the heart, in the thought of Rama? That is what the question lingering in the mind of Sumantra. So Sumantra slowly proceeds towards Rama, ask him what I have to do. So Rama also he was not like clueless towards Sumantra. He had a plan. He had a thought over Sumantra. What has to be done by Sumantra, but he didn't express that all a while. So once Sumantra asked this, Rama replies to him, Tato Bravi Dasharatihi Sumantram Spirshan Karena Uttama Dakshinena Sumantra Shigram Punarevayahi Rajnyashakashe Bhavacha Pramattaha. Rama tells to Sumantra, Dasaratihi Sumantram Spirshan Karena Uttama Dakshinena. He always personally Rama deals with people like uh, whoever are the followers of him. With them, Rama deals with them very personally. He keeps the hand over his shoulder and tells him, Sumantra Shikram Punareva Yahi Rajnyashakase Bavacha Apramattaha. So this is already Sumantra, Rama was having this thought. That is why he gives a clear cut warning to Sumantra. Like Rakya Sakashe Bavacha Aparamata. Be careful with Dasharatha. Because he does not know what will happen or what trouble will Dasharatha get due to Kaikeyi. So you have to defend you should be with that was the meaning, inside meaning. So he conveyed like this. But Sumantra felt Atmanam Abhyanaghyatam. So we are being given permission by Rama. He felt that, and after that he felt very much grieving. He could not tolerate that. We could not. He felt like missing Rama. So he was pleading Rama. Why you are asking me to return back to uh, Ayodhya? Please somehow or some manner you try to keep with you. I will do the service for you. Like that he was saying. Atmanam. mm, यदि मे याचमानस्य त्यागमेव करिष्यसि सरो सरतोऽग्निं प्रवेश्यामि त्यक्तमात्रमिवा मिहत्वया. If at all you still proceed towards giving up me, even when I ask you, then I have no other option. I have to pravesha, agni pravesha. I have to do with the chariot, because this Ashwa also does not want to return to Ayodhya. It also likes to have your service, and even this Ratha is also is for you only, your purpose only. This Ratha is also. So if any of us is not for your service, then there is no purpose of existence. So we will enter into the fire. That is what Sumantra saying. Actually, Rama feels that Sumantra is the person who can better handle the situation, and who can be with Dasaratha, and he can be the better healing. See, it is wounded Hridaya. Dasratha's and Kausalya Mata's Hridaya is very much wounded, and very much it's full of pains. So the Sumantra can be the better person to support. So Rama says that no, 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 please, Saratogni. So you see, with Ratha only. With Ratha you return back. With Ratha you return back, and you convey, you be with the Saratha. You are the person to be with the Saratha. Like that, he convinced. So somehow he realized, okay, this is the chandas. It is the chanda of the Rama. It is the will of Rama. So I cannot further keep on asking him whether I should stay back, what to do. So he decided, okay, let me return back. So somehow Rama crossed the Ganga, crossed the Ganga. Guha and Sumantra were waiting here. Sumantra had a thought. Somehow he may show me a hand. She may wave so that I can just swim into across the river and go to Rama for his service. That is what he was thinking. But that never happened. So he was waiting for some time, and he started to return back to Ayodhya. While he returned back to Ayodhya, he was feeling like he is the Saramo. With Rama, he started the journey, and without Rama, he's returning back to Ayodhya. So it was very difficult journey. The people were asking thousands and thousands of questions. Thousands and thousands of peoples were coming and across. They are asking, where is Rama? What happened to him? Where you left him? So this kind of questions they were asking. So he is not able to answer. He cannot wait them and answer them. If he cannot answer for one person, then thousands of persons are coming. So he was proceeding, and actually that Ratha and that horse, it is very regular towards that path. So does not need any direction, or for that it can proceed itself. So he left the mantle, means what is that, that rashmin. He left the rashmin, and he covered his face with his angavastra. He was just sitting. He cannot answer. He cannot see the people's emotions, people's crying. He cannot reply back to them. He cannot give any word to them. So he was just sitting on the chariot, and the chariot on its course returned back to Ayodhya. So everybody was eager what this Sumantra is going to tell, how he is going to convince Dasharatha and Kausalya Mata. It is very difficult. Like that, everybody was trying. Everybody is equal to. See, not only Dasharatha and Kausalya Ma is having this feeling. Entire Ayodhya is like Dasharatha and Kausalya Mata. All the Purushas in Ayodhya are Dasharatha. All the strees in the Ayodhya are Kausalyama. So everybody are having that feeling. So nobody can. So he could not answer them, and all were expecting what is going to reply uh, Sumantra. So somehow he managed to enter the palace, stood before Dasharatha. So Dasharatha, seeing that Sumantra, started to ask, how is Rama? Where is Rama? Where you have left him? what he ate. This kind of questions were Dasharatha started to ask. So he was keep on crying, and Samantra is also seeing that emotions. He should not. He is in a very difficult situation, so he should do welfare to Dasharatha. He should do welfare to Dasharatha and Kausalya. So when their emotions are high, he should try to subdue their emotions, reduce their emotions through positive words. So he told that whatever the things have happened, what is the message conveyed by Rama? What Rama told? Can you tell me? Like that, Rama, Dasharatha was keep on asking. For that, he replied, Rama has is offered his salutations to one and all, and to you, to Dasharatha and to Kausalyamma. He conveyed his salutations, and he conveyed the message to Kausalyamma that so you have to adjust with other matas, and you have to adjust with Bharata. You have to serve Dasharatha. You should remain with Dasharatha always and serve Dasharatha. That is what Rama has conveyed to Kausalya Ma. And then he has conveyed to Bharata also a message. That message, you should remain very means very respectful towards Dasharatha. You should anyway he is the king and you are a deputy king. So being a deputy king, you have to wait for the confirmations and wait for the uh, uh, opinions of king, and you should rule with with the guidance of Dasharatha. And you should take care all the mothers equally. You should not ill treat anyone. You should not favor any mother. You should remain same. That is what Rama told to. That is how the message is. And he also he is the duty. He is the messenger, right? He has nothing to hide, nothing to tell. Means he hide or anything. He has openly put forth everything into the dice. So he is saying that, see, Lakshmana was very much angry. He was like emotion filled, and he was telling what this whatever has happened, why this kind of adharma or anyaya has happened to Rama. He could not tolerate whatever happened to uh, Rama, and Lakshmana was outburst in his emotions. So he conveyed that, and Sitama remained without saying anything. She just see the Ratha, she just see the Rama, and she just standing over there. So that is how uh, Samuntra was explaining this situations. And further, Dasharatha asked, further tell me what has happened. When invoked by Dasharatha, Sumantra further explains that they were actually, I was waiting for. I was also intended means I was waiting for Rama that whether he will call me back for his service, but Rama didn't took me to forest. I was waiting in Guha, so for some time I was getting any message from Rama, but I didn't got any reply, any message. So after a while, I returned back to Ayodhya. On the way towards Ayodhya, everywhere I see that people are crying, and everybody are crying and asking about Rama. So that was a scene I saw across Ayodhya. Like that, he replied. Samantra replied, and actually after hearing those words, the emotions of Dasharatha and Sita and Kausalya Mata has heightened. They were asking, at least you try to take to that place where Rama at present is staying. We will be there, we will remain there. This will be the greatest favor you can do for us. That is what they were saying. But this cannot be done, right? He cannot. This is also, they also know that this cannot be done. But the thing is, out of emotion and out of uh, compassion towards Rama, Dasharatha and Kausalya is lamenting like this. But finally, understanding the situation, see, uh, if at all they are having these emotions, higher emotions, at this stage, I should reduce their emotions, reduce their emotion to reduce their emotions. He started to say what they are playfully doing in the forest, how they are playing in the forest. Apaga विजनेऽपि वने सीता वासं प्राप्य गृहेष्विव विश्रम्भं लभते भीता रामे संन्यस्तमानसा. See, there is no, even though there is no people around the forest, they are playing in the forest. They don't feel like uh, they are living like they were in the forest. They are in the Udyanavana nearby. Vijanevi Vane Sita Vasam Prapi Griheshviva Visramam. You see, Sumantra is very particular about Sita because why? Because even Dasaratha and Kausalyama is also very particular about Sita. They also know that Sita Ma is a Kshatriyan. She can bear any pain. It is understanding that, but they are suffering. They don't want that to suffer that tender Sita Ma. So that is why they are asking. They are understanding their emotions. Understanding that, Sumantra says, "Vijanepi vane Sita vasam prapya griheshiva visrambam labate vita rame sanyasthamanasa nasya dainyam kritam kinjit susukshmam api lakshite." Even an iota of dainyam is not seen with Sita Ma. She is very happy and very playful. Uchiteva pravasana Vaidehi Pratibhatima. Like she is born for that Vanavasa, or she is very much used to that Vanavasa. Like that it is saying. Uchiteva pravasana Vaidehi Pratibhatima. Nakaropa Vanam Gatva. If at all any Udyana Vana or in the garden we are playing, how it will be. That is how Sita Ma is playing there. Nagaropa Vanam Gatva Yatasma Ramate Pura. Tataiva Ramate Sita Bhalachandra Dibanana. She also asked the nearby, seeing that villages or any other things, what is this? And she inquires many things about her, and she comes to know about through Rama and Lakshmana. And she also see the pushpam or phalam. Pushpam va idvanyata sumonoharam bahusho ha priyet vapi pishto janati janaki ayodhya krosha matretu viharamiva samskrita advana vata vegana sambramena tapenacha. So she is not she inquires anything and knows about it. This is going to something is unique is happening. Whatever is happening is not a thing. This kind of charitra is going to establish something. So you don't worry about this how they are going to manage Rama or Lakshmana or Sita Ma. Sita Ma also, even Sita Ma can feel the playfully. That is how even Rama and Lakshmana also they are enjoying the forest. So you need not bother about that. That is how he consoles back, so that does not aggravating the pain of does not aggravate the pain of Dasaratha and Kausalya. So that is how Sumantra plays a very important role as a messenger, as a servant, as a Sarati, as a everything, every other role. So he brings. He is the person who connects with the entire person in the family, and at that situation, which is very tough situation, when Rama is on going towards the forest, at that scenario, he was the person who pacified everybody and helped them, Sitaram.
Why couldn't Sumantra take Dasharatha and Kausalya to where Rama was staying?
First of all, the age factor does not allow. They cannot stay in the forest. Okay, and next thing, Rama will not like. Okay, and that's what I think.
Sumantra goes to Rama to convey. There is a message from Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi calls Rama. Right? Vavande Varadam Vandi Vinayajno Vinitavat. So now he has been seeing Rama from his childhood. Right? He has cajoled Rama. Right? அவர் கொஞ்சிருக்கார், ராமரை கொஞ்சிருக்கார், வளர்த்துருக்கார். அப்போல்லாம் என்ன வாடா போடா ராமா அப்படி தான் பேசியிருப்பார். எப்படி பேசியிருப்பார் சொல்ல முடியாது. கொஞ்சம் வாடா போடா கண்ணே மணியை இப்படி தான் பண்ணியிருப்பார். எப்படி அதுக்கு வளர்ந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் எப்படி திடீர்னு ஒரு நாள் ராஜா ஆக போற, மறுநாள் ராஜா ஆக போற அப்படிங்கும்பொழுது எப்படி அந்த பாவத்தை கொண்டு வர்றார்? ஒரு அந்த
See,
மந்திரி லட்சணத்துல இப்போ வயசுக்கு ஒரு மரியாதை உண்டு, வித்வத்துக்குன்னு ஒரு மரியாதை உண்டு. வேதாத்தியனம் பண்ணவா சின்னவாளா இருந்தாலும் அவளுக்கு நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணணும் நம்முடைய சம்பிரதாயம். அது மாதிரி ராஜா எந்த வயசு இருந்தாலும் இவர் தசரத காலத்துல இருந்து எவ்வளவோ காலமா இவர் இருந்துட்டு இருக்கார். இருந்தாலும் அவருக்கு அந்த வினயத்தவத்துன்னு சொல்றாரு. அந்த வினய சம்பன்னரா இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த லட்சணத்தை எப்படி வால்மீகி பகவான் கொண்டு வந்திருக்கார், இந்த வினயத்தை எப்படி அப்படியே மெயின்டைன் பண்றார்?
Yeah, that is what he stands on the role, what he is. He does not want to cross it even a step further. Okay, this is how what me, and I will stand out there. That's it. And it is not like just by crossing forward, I can be closer to a person or not like that. We remain in where we are, and we will remain closer.
In the life history of Samartha Ramadas, an event occurs. Even Atreya Mama also writes in his book Samartha Ramadas Charitam. Shivaji, when he grew older, in the 60s, okay, actually he was about to die. Before that, he comes to meet his guru Samartha Ramadas with a dull face, the dry face. At that time, Samartha Ramadas addresses Shivaji. He is addressing Shivaji as Shivba. It's a Marathi expression. Vittala is called as Vitobha. Raghava is called as Raghobha in some abhangas. Narayana is Naroba. Chandamama is Chandoba. Yaneshwar is Jnanoba. Like that. Chellapir, pet name. Shivabha Ramdas is addressing. Then Shivaji started to cry. Why are you crying, my dear? It's cry of bliss, tear of bliss. Because when I was a small boy like him, you used to address me like this, Shivba, Shivba. After that, you changed. You started to call me as Maharaj, Maharaj. I hesitated. I said to you, don't call me like this. Please don't call me. Please call me Shivba. You said, there are senior members in your court who saw you as a child. They are still calling you a Shivba. If I change, they also will change. Because it is required to conduct a society. You are a king. In the Rajya Sabha, if all ministers are calling Shivaji a Shivba, Shivba, that will not be nice. And nobody will listen to your command. Okay. There is a procedure, and they have to obey you. They have to call you Maharaj. For that, I am setting the role model. Therefore, don't stop me. This is what you said. And now you are again calling me at the age of 64. You are calling me as Shivba. So I shed tears. Shivaji says like this, emotionally. Then Ramdas says, our job is done. Now we all have become children. That is why I called you Shiv.
Sitaram.
Very pleasant experience listening to your exposition. In present day society, you notice that it's becoming more flat. When I say flat, the flatness exists between employee and employer, and hierarchies are decreasing day by day. Right? For example, this question that he asked, right? 200 years before, nobody would have asked this question because everybody knows how kingdoms were run. Right? So now this question is coming actually. In these flat hierarchies, not only that, even in families, hierarchies between father and daughter, son, it's becoming flatter, more or less. Especially in societies, when it is becoming flatter, this bhava, which is core, dasya bhava, which I believe is core for dharma, will it disappear? And if it disappears, will there be a threat to dharma itself because of its disappearance? So it's my question. Thank you.
Since until Ramayana is there, this will not, there is no other way to disappear. Okay. And Anna also has told us, taught us how to keep those values in life.
Anywhere going to extremities is dangerous. The same way, lack of hierarchy is also dangerous. Too much of hierarchy, getting stuck with hierarchy is also dangerous. In medieval age, we see very severe hierarchies throughout the world. So that enslavement and all. But hierarchy is required to some extent. To an expected extent, it is required only. The hierarchy which we see in Ramayana is fine. Okay, and the reverence which Bharata or Lakshmana has to Rama is not just a brotherly relationship. I don't think so. It's not that much. It is Dasya Bhava. That is why I brought it under Dasya Bhava, today's title. They see Rama as a Mahapurusha, a great soul. He is like a son. Okay. I may be born just a day before, day after Rama. Bhratu Sishyasya Dasasya Prasadam Kartumarkasi. Bharata says in this way. Even the great sages like Sharabanga and Sudishna, they are clasping their hands. Some sages are prostrating before Rama. If that is the case, then this is the way in which his brothers or servants they will behave. This way which they are behaving is a kind of Swayam Sevak. Voluntarily, Lakshmana is behaving in that way. Bharata is behaving that way. That is one aspect of it. Another one, hierarchy, we should not confuse this with that. Nobody is confusing here. But I'm just telling. Hierarchy should not get confused with ill treatments. Okay. Company MD is sitting in a chamber inside. Watchman is sitting outside. Gatekeeper is sitting outside. This can be called as hierarchy. But if the MD comes out and just slaps the gatekeeper, simply telling, I have every right to slap you because you are a watchman and I am a company MD. And this is ill treatment. Okay. Ill treatment has to be eradicated. But hierarchy exists for some purpose. Okay. If somebody is a king, okay, if he is not, leave king. The one who is giving lecture, if he is not sitting there, people will not listen. People will not listen. If somebody is king or ruler or Sabhanayakar in parliament, Sabhanayaka, speaker, or president has his own Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay. His president has to be there in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Hierarchy we see. Then only there are, if governor comes, there is a protocol. Okay. That kind of hierarchy we see. This is important to maintain law and order. People follow, then only the discipline will be maintained, law and order will be maintained in the state. So for that the hierarchy is there, and he is very important observation. That only he said as Dasya Bhava is the root of dharma. Okay, from Dasya Bhava dharma comes. Dasya Bhava contributes in dharma, and should it be? Will it disappear? This is his question.
Becoming flat.
And yes, Giridharji said that till Ramayana will be there. That the required hierarchy will be maintained because people know on seeing Hanuman and Ram, however powerful Hanuman may be. Okay, he is not crossing the boundary. He reveres Ramachandra, and Rama also takes Hanuman. Okay, it's not that Rama is ill-treating Hanuman and all. Rama also reveres Hanuman. That is how the things are going. Okay, fine.